The rain hammered down like fists on the rusted roof of the old gazebo, turning the park into a blurred watercolor of grays and greens. Alex Harper, 17 and soaked to the bone, stumbled over a root he'd sworn wasn't there yesterday, his backpack spilling textbooks into the mud. That's when he heard it. Not thunder, but a tiny, furious wail slicing through the storm, coming from the shadowed corner where the wild roses choked the fence. He froze, heart slamming against his ribs like it wanted out. "Hello!" His voice cracked, swallowed by the downpour. Wiping rain from his eyes, he pushed through the thorns that snagged his hoodie. And there, bundled in a sodden pink blanket on the splintered bench, was a baby. Tiny fists punched the air, her cries a desperate Morse code. "Help me. See me." Alex's hands trembled as he scooped her up, the blanket heavy with water, her little body shockingly light and warm against his chest. She was maybe 3 months old, with a tuft of dark curls plastered to her forehead and eyes like polished obsidian. Eyes that locked onto his with a trust that hit him like a gut punch. No note, no bottle, just her. Abandoned like yesterday's trash in Willow Creek Park, the forgotten heart of Milford, Ohio, where dreams went to rust alongside the factories. He didn't think. Thinking was for people with options, and Alex Harper had never had many. His mom was pulling double shifts at the diner to keep their trailer from foreclosure. His dad long gone to whatever bottle or broad had called him louder than family. School was a battlefield of sideways glances and locker room whispers about the fairy, who sketched boys in his notebooks instead of chasing cheerleaders. So he ran with the baby clutched to his chest, rain stinging his face, toward the flickering light of home. By the time he burst through the trailer door, dripping rivers onto the linoleum, his mom, Rita, was already on her feet, cigarette dangling from her lips like a question mark. "Jesus, Alex, what in the hell?" Her words died as she saw the bundle. The cig hit the floor, sparks scattering like fireflies. She took the baby without a word, her calloused hands gentle as she peeled back the blanket. "Oh, sweet Lord. Where?" "Park. Gazebo." She was just there. Alex's voice was raw, his throat tight. "The baby." She gurgled, tiny fingers curling around Rita's thumb. "We can't just. Shoo, baby boy. We can and we will. For tonight, at least." Rita's eyes, the same stormy blue as his, softened in a way Alex hadn't seen since he was little. She rocked the infant, humming an old Patsy Cline tune, while Alex raided the fridge for formula he'd seen on sale last week. They named her Lily that night, after the wildflowers that somehow bloomed through the park's cracked concrete. No one slept much, but in the quiet hours, with Lily's breath sinking to the tick of the clock, Alex felt something shift, a crack in the armor he'd built around his heart. Morning brought the cops, because in Milford, foundlings didn't stay secret long. Deputy Harlan, with his mustache like a broom bristle and eyes that lingered too long on Alex's damp clothes, took notes in a spiral pad. "You touch anything? See anyone runnin'?" Alex shook his head, arms crossed tight over his chest. "Just her, crying." Harlan grunted, eyeing Rita as she nursed Lily with a makeshift bottle. "We'll run prints on the blanket, check missing reports. But folks, this ain't a stray pup. Social services'll want her soon as the rain clears." He tipped his hat and left, his cruiser kicking up gravel like an accusation. Rita lit another smoke, exhaling toward the ceiling fan. "He ain't wrong, Alex. We got enough mouths without addin' one that ain't ours." "But Mom," Alex's voice broke, his gaze fixed on Lily's peaceful face. She'd latched onto him in the night, her warmth seeping through the walls he'd built against the world. Against the taunts at school, the fear of coming out fully, the ache of loving in silence. "She's alone. Like I was." Rita's hand found his shoulder, squeezing until it hurt. "You ain't alone, kiddo. But this is bigger than us." She didn't say the rest, that they were broke, that Alex's part-time gig at the gas station barely covered his bus fare to school. But her eyes said it all. School that day was a haze. Alex slouched in the back of AP Lit, doodling Lily's tiny ears in the margins of The Great Gatsby. Whispers followed him like smoke. Heard's the fairies playin' house now. His best friend, Mia, a sharp-tongued Latina with purple-streaked hair and a noble shit glare, slid into the seat beside him during lunch. Spill, Harper. Cops at your door? That's some Riverdale shit. He told her everything, words tumbling out like they'd been damned too long. Mia's eyes widened, then narrowed. You're keeping her, right? Screw the system. Babies need love, not forms. Easy for you to say. Your folks are loaded. Alex poked at his mystery meat, appetite gone. Mine can barely afford ramen. Mia leaned in, her voice dropping. Then we fight. But hey, distraction from prom drama. She waggled her eyebrows. You still mooning over that new kid? Jordan, what's his face? Alex's cheeks burned. Jordan Reyes. Transferred in from Chicago last month. All lean muscle and quiet intensity. With eyes like smoked honey and a smile that made Alex's stomach flip. They'd shared a glance in the hall once, a nod in gym, but Alex buried it deep. Crushes were luxuries for straight kids. Shut up, he muttered. But his mind wandered to Jordan's laugh, low and real, cutting through the cafeteria din. That afternoon, as Alex pushed the stroller Rita had dug out of the shed, rattling like a shopping cart on meth, through the park to clear his head, fate, or whatever cruel joker ran the universe, intervened. Lily cooed, waving a rattle he'd fashioned from a spoon and ribbon, when a shadow fell across them. Alex looked up, and there was Jordan, backpack slung over one shoulder, soccer cleats dangling from his hand. Hey, you're the guy from bio, right? Alex? Jordan's voice was casual, but his eyes flicked to the stroller, curiosity sparking. Up close, he smelled like fresh-cut grass and citrus, and Alex's pulse stuttered. Yeah. Hi. Alex stood too fast, nearly toppling the stroller. Lily let out a delighted squeal, as if sensing the awkwardness. This is Lily. Found her yesterday. Jordan crouched, peering in with a grin that crinkled his eyes. No way. She's adorable, like a tiny burrito. He wiggled a finger, and Lily grabbed it, giggling. Alex's chest tightened. Jealousy? No, something warmer, forbidden. Long story, Alex said, rubbing his neck. Storm dumped her on me. Jordan straightened, his gaze lingering. Milford's full of strays. My sister's a foster kid, knows the drill. He paused. Then, need a hand? I got practice, but tomorrow, coffee at the beanery? I could babysit. Alex blinked, words failing. Was this pity? Flirting? You don't have to. I want to. Jordan's smile deepened. A secret shared. See you then, Alex. He jogged off, leaving Alex rooted, Lily's laughter echoing like a promise. That night, as he rocked her to sleep, humming off-key, Alex let himself imagine. A world where boys like him got happy endings, not just survival. But Milford had other plans. 2 days later, the social worker arrived. A crisp woman named Ms. Ellis with a clipboard and sympathy that felt like pity. Temporary custody, Mrs. Harper. But we've got a lead. The blanket had a monogram. Ivy matches a missing report from Cincinnati. Wealthy family. Rita's face paled. How soon? End of the week. DNA test pending. Ms. Ellis's eyes softened on Alex, who held Lily like she'd shatter. It's for the best, son. Her people will give her everything. Everything but us, Alex thought, throat burning. He took Lily for a walk that evening, the autumn leaves crunching underfoot like brittle bones. The park felt smaller, the gazebo a crime scene taped in his mind. That's when his phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Keep her safe. They're coming. A friend. Chills raced down his spine. Who? Why? He deleted it, but sleep evaded him. Lily's soft breaths the only anchor in the dark. Jordan showed up the next morning, right on time, with a stuffed giraffe and a thermos of coffee. Figured you'd need caffeine more than jokes. He settled on the trailer steps, letting Lily gnaw on his shoelace while Alex spilled the social worker saga. Jordan listened, head tilted, no judgment, just presence. Sounds like a movie, he said finally. The kid with the secret legacy. Alex snorted. Yeah, well, in movies, the hero wins. Jordan's hand brushed his. Accidental? Electric. Who says you ain't the hero? His voice dropped, eyes searching. You're brave, Alex, taking her in like that. Most guys our age are chasing tail or video games. Heat flooded Alex's face. Most guys aren't. You know. Gay. Jordan said it soft like it was just a fact, not a grenade. Alex nodded, breath held. Jordan leaned closer. Me neither. Bi technically, but labels suck. People, though? His thumb grazed Alex's knuckle. People are worth it. The kiss happened slow, tentative, Jordan's lips tasting of vanilla and courage. Lily's coo's the soundtrack. Alex pulled back, dizzy, the world tilting toward possibility. What if? No what ifs. Not yet. Jordan grinned, sealing it with another brush of mouths. Let's just be. For 3 days they were. Jordan snuck over after practice, teaching Lily dumb soccer tricks with a balled-up sock, while Alex sketched them both, capturing the way Jordan's hair fell over his forehead. Rita pretended not to notice, her smiles rarer but real. Mia grilled Jordan over pizza. Hurt him, and I'll key your Jeep, but approved with a wink. Then the text came again. EV is Elias Voss. Billionaire. He knows. Hide her. Alex's blood ran cold. Elias Voss, tech mogul, face on Forbes, rumored to have a bastard kid from some affair. The blanket's monogram clicked. Lily, heir to billions, dumped like inconvenient code. He showed Jordan, who cursed under his breath. We tell someone. Cops. And lose her. Alex paced the tiny kitchen, Lily napping in her bassinet. That friend says they're coming. Jordan pulled him close, arms a fortress. Then we run. Or fight. Together. But running wasn't in Alex's blood. That night, as thunder rumbled like a warning, headlights pierced the trailer's thin curtains. A sleek black SUV idled outside, and a man in a tailored coat stepped out. Elias Voss himself, eyes like lilies, scanning the dark with predatory calm. Voss didn't knock. He pounded, the trailer shaking like it might fold in on itself. Rita yanked the door open, blocking the view to the back room where Alex cradled Lily, heart hammering. Jordan had slipped out the window minutes earlier, texting I'm calling Mia. Stay strong. But strength felt like a joke now, Voss's shadow swallowing the porch light. Mrs. Harper? Voss's voice was silk over steel, polished Midwest with a hint of boardroom bite. He was younger than his photos, mid-40s, salt and pepper hair, a jaw that could cut glass. Elias Voss, I believe you have something of mine. Rita's chin lifted, cigarette smoke curling like a shield. Ain't nothing here but my boy and a baby needin' a home. You got papers. Voss smiled, thin and sharp. Plenty. Private investigator traced the blanket. My daughter's been missing for days, abandoned by a careless associate. His eyes flicked past Rita, landing on Alex in the shadows. Hand her over, son. This isn't your fight. Alex stepped forward, Lily warm against his chest, her tiny hand fisted in his shirt. She was crying in the rain, alone. Where were you then? His voice shook, but he held Voss's gaze, those obsidian eyes mirrors of Lily's, mirrors of betrayal. Voss's jaw tightened, a flicker of something raw crossing his face. Guilt? Family matters are complicated, but she's mine. Blood. Blood don't mean shit when you leave him to drown. Alex's mom had taught him that, her own scars from his father's ghost etched deep. He rocked Lily gently, her whimpers twisting the knife. Social services said end of the week. You can't just. I can and I will. Voss pulled a folder from his coat, thick with legalese. Emergency custody. My lawyers filed at dawn. Police are en route. He softened his tone, like oil on water. Look, kid, I get it. You're a good Samaritan. But billions don't grow on trees. Lily's future is empires, not this. His gesture encompassed the trailer, the peeling paint, the life they'd scraped together. Rita snatched the folder, scanning it with eyes hardened by evictions. Fancy words, but judges don't hand out babies like candy. We'll see you in court. Voss chuckled, low and mirthless. Court? In Cincinnati, where my firm donates the mayor's campaign. He stepped closer, voice dropping. Walk away clean, or I'll bury you in red tape. Your mother's diner job, your scholarships. Poof. The threat landed like a slap. Alex's vision blurred, rage boiling. You bastard. She's not a stock option. Sirens wailed distant, closing in. Voss extended his arms. Now, please. Alex turned away, tears hot on his cheeks. Rita's hand gripped his shoulder, but it was Lily's soft sigh that broke him. He placed her in Voss's arms, her cries erupting like accusations. Voss bundled her efficiently, nodding to the shadows where a woman in scrubs waited. Nanny, probably, with a car seat prepped. As the SUV peeled out, taillights fading into the night, Alex sank to the floor, sobs racking him. Rita knelt, pulling him close. We ain't done, baby. Ain't never done. Dawn brought chaos. Mia arrived with donuts and fury, Jordan trailing with dark circles under his eyes. I dug online Voss's scum. Affairs, cover-ups. That associate? His mistress, paid off to vanish. We sue, Mia declared, pacing like a litigator in sneakers. Pro bono lawyers GoFundMe. Milford rallies. Small towns eat rich assholes for breakfast. Jordan sat beside Alex on the sagging couch, their knees touching, a lifeline. She's right, and I got your back. All the way. Alex leaned into him, the contact grounding. What if we lose? She's gone, Jordan. Like she was never here. Then we grieve, and love harder next time. Jordan's fingers laced with his, a quiet vow. Their second kiss was fiercer, born of loss, tasting of salt and steel. The rally started small. A petition at the diner, Rita's co-workers signing with greasy fingers and gritted teeth. Then the local paper ran a front page. Local teens heartbreak. Billionaire snatches foundling. Reporters swarmed, cameras flashing like vultures. Alex hated the spotlight, but Mia coached him. Own it. You're the hero, not him. Interviews blurred. How does it feel? Like my chest is caved in, Alex wanted to say. Instead, Lily chose us. In the rain, she chose life. Voss? He chose money. Social media exploded. Savvily trended in Ohio, strangers wiring cash for lawyers. A pro bono firm in Columbus bit. Sharp-suited Elena Vasquez, who smelled like jasmine and justice. I've buried bigger fish, she told them over Zoom. Her office a wall of framed wins. Voss has skeletons. We'll exhume them. Discovery began. Depositions, emails unearthed like bodies. The mistress, Carla, cracked under subpoena. Paid hush money, but guilt gnawed. He said the baby was leverage. Against his wife. Then, panic. He told me to dump her. Clean break, he called it. Vasquez's eyes gleamed. Manslaughter adjacent. Jury'll love that. But Voss fought dirty. Leaks hit the press. Alex's sketches unearthed. Twisted as obsession. Whispers of his sexuality weaponized. Unfit guardian, deviant influence. Jordan's hand in his steadied the storm. Their nights tangled in whispers and touches that danced on the edge of desperation. Never crossing into heat. Just souls seeking solace. One evening, as leaves turned fire red, they walked the park. The gazebo cordoned like a tomb. Remember our first coffee? Jordan murmured, arm around Alex's waist. You spilled sugar everywhere. Alex laughed, watery. Nerves. You were. You. Still am. Jordan stopped, turning him gently. The kiss under the roses was poetry. Slow, aching. The world fading to their rhythm. I love you, Alex. Whatever happens. The words hung, fragile as frost. I love you too. Alex's first time saying it aloud to anyone. Felt like flying. Court day loomed like a guillotine. Columbus courthouse. Marble halls echoing with heels and hushed pleas. Alex sat rigid in the gallery. Rita gripping his hand. Mia and Jordan flanking like sentinels. Voss entered like he owned the air. Flanked by suits, Lily absent, probably in some gilded nursery. Vasquez opened strong. Your Honor, this isn't custody. It's kidnapping. Mr. Voss orchestrated abandonment, then swooped in with wealth as a weapon. Voss's counsel sneered. Slander. My client grieved a loss, mobilized resources. Witnesses piled. Carla's tearful testimony. Rita's raw account of the rain-soaked rescue. Alex took the stand last, voice steady despite the quake inside. She wasn't a thing to find. She was a girl, scared, needing arms that held tight. Mine did. Can his? The gallery murmured. Voss shifted, eyes on Alex. Not hate, but a haunted flicker. Recess called, and in the hall a woman approached, Voss's sister, per Mia's frantic Google. He's broken, you know. The empire's empty. Lily. She's his redemption shot. Alex's jaw clenched. Then why dump her? Shame. Wife's cancer, boardroom vultures. He panicked. She slipped him a card. Call if things shift. Back in session, Voss testified, voice cracking on regret, painting himself the tragic mogul. But Vasquez pounced. You paid $500,000 to silence the mother. That's not grief, that's calculation. The judge, a silver-haired woman with eyes like lasers, adjourned for deliberation. Waiting was hell, hours bleeding into doubt. Jordan pulled Alex into a stairwell, their foreheads touching. Whatever the gavel says, we're endgame. The ruling came at dusk. Temporary joint custody pending home study. Mr. Voss, your actions border negligence. Mr. Harper, your heart speaks volumes. But blood ties weigh heavy. Half victory, a knife twist. Lily returned that night in Vasquez's arms to the trailer. Alex held her, tears soaking her onesie, Jordan's hand on his back. We got time, he whispered. But time was Voss's weapon. Home studies dragged. His mansion a palace of nannies and nurseries, the trailer a concern. Whispers grew, Jordan's family pressuring him to focus on college apps, not drama. Alex caught him on the phone once. Dad, it's not like that. Alex is. Hanging up, Jordan's face shuddered. They think you're a distraction. Am I? Alex's voice small. Jordan cupped his face. Never. But doubt seeded a weed in their garden. Then betrayal bloomed. A leak. Voss insider claims Harper's unstable. Sketches prove fixation. The sketches. Alex's private ones of Jordan, Lily, their stolen moments. Stolen from his locker. Mia's fury. School janitor? Voss's plant. Jordan went quiet after, dodging calls. Alex confronted him at practice. Bleachers empty under stadium lights. You knew? About the sketches. Jordan's eyes glistened. My uncle, he's Voss's accountant, pressed me for info. I said no, but they threatened my scholarship. You told them? The world cracked. Not details, just enough to back off. Jordan reached, but Alex jerked away. I was protecting us. By selling us out? Alex's voice shattered. Get gone, Jordan, before you break what's left. He walked away. Rain starting again. Lily's ghost wails in his ears. Betrayal tasted like ash. Love's embers doused. Weeks blurred. Court dates, therapy mandates, Voss's olive branches. Playdates at neutral parks, where Lily reached for both arms equally. Alex watched her giggle in Voss's lap. A bridge forming, but his heart armored against the man. Jordan's text stopped. Mia reported sightings. Parties, laughs with exes. He's scared, Alex. Cut him slack. But slack felt like surrender. One night, alone with Lily, Rita at work, Alex rocked her, singing broken lullabies. A knock rattled the door. Jordan, drenched, eyes red. I fucked up. Let me fix it. You can't. Alex's voice steel. Trust's gone. Jordan stepped in, closing the gap. Then earn it back. Starting now. He knelt by the bassinet, cooing to Lily. I told my dad off. Quit the team, focus on us. Voss? I leaked his emails to Vasquez. The affair, the payoffs. He's exposed. Alex's breath caught. Why? Because I love you. And her. This family's worth burning bridges for. Jordan's hand hovered, waiting. Alex took it, pulling him up. The kiss was war and peace. Fierce, forgiving, a dam breaking. Don't leave again. Never. Climax brewed in Voss's penthouse. A mediation Vasquez demanded. Marble floors, city lights sprawling like conquered lands. Voss poured scotch. Lily napping in a room of silk. You win, kid. Joint custody, but stay out of the will games. Alex sipped water, Jordan's presence a shield. Not about money. About her. Voss laughed. Bitter. Spoken like youth. But look. He slid photos across the table. Young Elias, orphaned, clawing from nothing. I built this for ghosts. Lily. She's my chance not to repeat. The room thickened, truth spilling. Voss confessed. The abandonment. A fever dream of fear. Wife dying. Empire teetering. I thought distance protected her. From me. Jordan spoke then, voice steady. It didn't. But fixing? That's now. Voss nodded. Eyes on Lily's monitor. Help me then. Co-guardians. You too. You're good for her. The agreement signed at midnight. Ink drying like a scar. Joint custody. Lily splitting weeks between trailer and tower. Holidays a negotiation. Summers a shared adventure. Voss's lawyers grumbled. But his eyes held gratitude. Fragile. Human. As they left, he pressed an envelope into Alex's hand. For college. No strings. Your family now. Outside. City rain slicked the streets. Jordan's Jeep a beacon. We did it. Alex breathed, envelope heavy. Inside, check for $50,000, note scrawled, build something real. Jordan drove them home, hand on Alex's thigh. Radio humming indie folk about lost boys finding home. Proud of you, he murmured. Hero shit. Alex leaned head on the window, Lily's car seat humming softly behind. We all are. You, me, even him, Voss. Turns out billionaires bleed too. Milford welcomed them muted. Whispers turned to nods. The diner's pie free on Rita's shift. But fame's shadow lingered, reporters at school gates. Lily legacy memes with Alex's face photoshopped heroic. Mia thrived, launching a foster advocacy club. Jordan coaching youth soccer with a no judgments clause. Their romance deepened in stolen pockets. Bonfires by the creek, where Jordan traced constellations on Alex's skin, words weaving futures. NYU for art, you. Me at OSU, weekends in the city. Kisses under stars, chaste but charged. Emotions raw as open veins. Lily thrived. A bridge of babble and first steps. Toddling between worlds, her laugh the glue. One weekend at Voss's, she pointed at the skyline. Duh, duh. Alex's heart clenched. Who's, duh? But Voss knelt, tears streaking. Both, peanut. All of us. Betrayal's echo faded, but scars itched. Jordan's scholarship held, but his dad iced him out, holidays tense, calls curt. He'll come around, Jordan insisted, but doubt shadowed his smiles. Winter bit hard, snow blanketing Milford like forgiveness. Christmas Eve, trailer aglow with dollar store lights. Rita hosted. Mia, Vasquez, even Voss. Awkward in a sweater, bearing toys like peace offerings. Lily shredded wrapping, her glee infectious. After, as snow fell soft, Alex and Jordan slipped to the park. Gazebo dusted white, roses dormant. Full circle, Jordan said, breath fogging. Alex pulled him close, coats muffling heartbeats. Better than the movies. Their kiss melted snowflakes, a vow etched in frost. Marry me? Someday. Someday. Alex echoed, world vast and kind. Spring bloomed betrayal anew. Not Jordan's, but fate's cruel jest. Lily's third birthday dawned bright. Party at the park. Balloons? Cake? Voss's jet delayed by business. But as kids chased bubbles, a cough rattled Lily. Wet, insistent. By noon, fever spiked. By dusk, hospital lights glared. Pneumonia, doc said. From the cold snap. She's tough. But, tubes snaked, monitors beeped like accusations. Voss arrived wild-eyed, blaming the trailer drafts, exposure. She needs stability. Alex recoiled. You think money buys lungs? We heat it with love. Jordan mediated, voice frayed. Blame later. Fight now. Nights blurred in vinyl chairs. Alex reading Goodnight Moon, Jordan humming off key. Rita praying rosaries. Voss paced halls. Empire paused, his armor cracking. I can't lose her, he confessed once, voice breaking. Not like this. Then don't, Alex said, hand extended. Voss took it, grip iron. Weeks passed. Lily rallying. Color returning. First words post-fever. Home. But whose? Court reconvened. Voss pushing full custody. Environment matters. My home's safe. Vasquez countered. Love's the safest. The Harpers proved that. Testimony tore open wounds. Rita's devotion, Jordan's steadiness. Alex's sketches now evidence of bond. Voss testified last, voice raw. I built walls to protect, but they trapped me. Alex, you tore them down. For her. For me. The judge ruled. Shared. Permanent. Family isn't blood or bank accounts. It's choice. Relief crashed like waves. Outside, Lily in Alex's arms. Voss ruffled her curls. Uncle Eli? She babbled. He laughed, tears free. Yeah, kid. Uncle Eli. Summer healed. Road trip in Jordan's Jeep. Lily strapped in, windows down. Grand Canyon echoes, Route 66 diners, Voss funding but not crowding, texts of check-ins, not control. One night, campfire crackling. Alex sketched the trio. Lily asleep, Jordan gazing stars. This is legacy, he said. Jordan kissed his temple. Ours. Back in Milford, fall classes loomed, senior year, applications. Jordan's dad thawed, a grudging dinner. Brought this on ourselves. Proud, son. Alex's sketches sold at a local gallery, funding art school dreams. But emotions tide turned tragic whisper. Lily's checkup revealed a murmur, heart defect, congenital Voss's genes. Surgery loomed, risks whispered. Hospital again. Pre-op. Lily brave with a teddy, eyes trusting. Love you, de Alex. Love you more. He held Jordan's hand, Voss across. Rita praying. Knife's edge. Surgery succeeded, but complications struck. Fever, infection. Days blurred, beeps faltering. In the vigil room, truths poured. Voss's regrets, youth's fire doused by fortune. Rita's unspoken griefs, Jordan's fears of losing them. Alex whispered to comatose Lily. You chose us, remember? Rain girl. Fight. She did at dawn, eyes fluttering, grip returning. Home. Relief shattered them all, hugs, sobs, Voss collapsing. Thank you. Recovery slow but sure. Lily mended, scar faint as a promise. A year wove forward, threads tightening. Lily's 4th birthday. Park picnic, gazebo rebuilt, Voss's gift. Plaque reading for new beginnings. She blew candles with chubby cheeks, demanding, Alex cake. Jordan filmed, eyes misty. Alex's art bloomed, portfolio accepted at Pratt, NYC calling. Jordan to Ohio State, weekends plotted like heists. Sublets, surprise visits. He grinned. Voss evolved, therapy, board reforms, a foundation for abandoned kids. Lily's legacy. Alex on the board. You named it, Voss said once over coffee. Fitting. Rita dated. A mechanic with kind eyes. Trailer upgrades paid by Anonymous. Milford softened. Pride flags in diner windows. Mia's club thriving. Romance deepened. Prom. Alex in thrift tux. Jordan's boutonniere rainbow pinned. Slow dance to Wonderwall, whispers of forever. Post-graduation. Beach getaway. Donated by Voss. Waves crashing. Lily building castles. Their hands linked under stars. I got accepted, Alex said one night, sand gritty. Full ride. Jordan's smile lit the dark. Knew it. My valedictorian. Shut up. Kiss salty, endless. But humanism's core tested in quiet. Jordan's coming out. Family fractures mending slow. Alex's imposter pangs. Art world's glare. Voss's relapse. Workaholic nights. Lily's tears. Where Uncle Eli? They rallied. Interventions gentle, boundaries firm. We're pack, Alex told him. Lean. Fall arrived, suitcases packed. Airport goodbyes wrenched. Lily clinging. No go, duh. Rita's hug fierce. Voss's handshake solid. Call anytime. NYC swallowed Alex. Subway symphonies. Canvas chaos. Jordan's visits electric. Museums, hole-in-wall tie. Bodies close in tiny beds. Love a language of touches and talks. Lily visited holidays, her chatter bridging miles. Miss de jour, she'd say, FaceTime beaming. Challenges crested. Jordan's internship grind. Alex's critic scorn. Sentimental drivel. Doubts crept. Am I enough? Winter break. Back in Milford. Storm hit. Literal power out. Trailer huddled. Lily flashlight giggling stories. Jordan arrived. Snow-dusted. Can't stay away. In the dark. Confessions. Scared you'll outgrow me, Jordan admitted. Never. You're home. Embrace fierce. Future forged. Spring brought bloom. Lily's preschool play. Heart healthy. Her role a tree roots deep. Audience swelled. Grandparents. Voss's in-laws thawing. Mia's crew. Townies cheering. Post-play, park walk. Lily darting, Jordan kneeling. Alex Harper. Be my forever? Ring simple silver. Engraved rain to roses. Tears yes, Lily's squeal, group hug chaos. Voss watching, smiled rare. New from the gazebo. You saved us all. Wedding summer solstice. Backyard. Fairy lights. Lily flower girl tumbling. Vows raw. In storms and sun, I choose you. Honeymoon cabin, Adirondacks. Lily with Rita, Voss doting. Mornings lazy. Evenings deep. Our legacy? Jordan mused. Love that endures. Years unspooled. Alex's gallery show. Found. Lily's portrait centerpiece. Sold to Voss. Hung prominent. Jordan's coaching nonprofit. Queer youth safe. Lily grew. Braids flying, questions sharp. Why two DOS? Because love multiplies, Alex said, Jordan nodding. Teens brought tempests. Lily's crushes. Identity queries. But roots held. Voss aged graceful, retiring to mentor. His will. Empire split. Lily's share steward. Old age whispered. Rita's hip. Voss's cough. Gatherings frequent. Stories retold. Rain night legend. On Lily's 18th, college-bound, art major like Alex, park reunion. Gazebo gleams, plaque weathered. She hugged them. My heroes. Alex, graying, Jordan's hand warm. Nah, you're ours. Sunset guilds, full circle. From abandoned wail to legacy's echo, love's quiet roar. In the end, not fairy tale, human, flawed, profound. A gay teens find birthed family, proving. In America's heartland cracks, grace blooms wild.